The Brooklyn Nets are an absolute mess right now. I mean, we knew there was some baggage going into the year. Like, is Ben Simmons going to be what he used to be? The whole Kyrie thing. Is Steve Nash going to make it through the first month? And most of those have pretty much been answered so far. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So yeah, we're about a few weeks into the season and Steve Nash has already been fired. Ben Simmons does not look like what he was when we last saw him. And Kyrie Irving, it's a big mess right now. So he actually just got suspended 5 games from the Brooklyn Nets. You guys already know it. I'm not going to go into it too much. Steve Nash has been fired, or they mutually parted ways. They brought in Ime Udoka, who's currently suspended from the Celtics. He's going to take over as the head coach. It's kind of a clown show right now. It's a circus going on in Brooklyn. I feel bad for their fans because this is the worst possible season because everything is going wrong. You went through the years of rebuilding after Billy King made one of the worst trades in NBA history. You only got 16 or so full games with KD, Kyrie, and Harden together. You were a KD shoe size smaller away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. But it looks like with this core, they're not going to win anything. So yeah, we're going to attempt to rebuild the Nets today. Now, Kyrie Irving is 1 year left of his deal. I'm going to try to move him at the deadline. Now, to be honest, the one team that I thought would trade for him, the Lakers, I don't know if they will after everything that's going on with him. But I'm going to try to do that because I'm not bringing him back. I'm still going to try to win a championship with KD. Ben Simmons in 2K will help us out a little bit, but he could be moved still. I mean, TJ Warren's on a 1 year deal. Seth Curry, like these guys are prime trade candidates at the deadline. Nicholas Claxton's only 23. Joe Harris, not on the greatest contract. We have Royce O'Neal, who they gave up a first round pick for. Cam Thomas, I'm actually going to play him, unlike Steve Nash did. So yeah, let's just figure out what we're going to do with this team. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I could do a Kyrie Irving to LA trade. If not, then I'm just going to let him walk now. The Lakers would be very silly to give up Russ and a first. Like, that's what I would ask for. Russ and a first to get him. Or do I trade him for Maxey? No, I'm kidding. So we'll try to win it all with Kyrie, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Now, if I went to the Lakers and we did Russ for Kyrie, but I asked for your 2025 unprotected first-round pick, would they say yes to this? I think they would, and I'm going to agree with this as well. Russ, I'll keep because we don't have our pick anyway. Or we may because we have a swap best with the 76ers. Then what did the Jazz get? Did they get the swap worst part in the Royce O'Neal trade? Okay. So I wouldn't mind losing games then. So maybe yeah, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on this trade. They might not even accept it, and they do. Okay, so Kyrie we sent to LA. We're going to win a championship without him here. So Russ is going to come off the bench. He's going to get about 23 minutes a night, and he will not be back next year. So yeah, we reunited Russ and KD. Seth Curry will start at the 2. I feel like he just hasn't had a big role at all. We're going to start Royce O'Neal at the 4, Warren as the 6th man, then we'll have Russ. I would like Cam Thomas to get a decent amount of minutes because I don't think I'm going to play Evan Sumner. Even like David Duke could get some minutes. Patty Mills. Okay, like we don't really need to play some of these guys. Kessler Edwards is not a bad player. He's 22. He's 6'7". Same with Daron Sharp. But I'm going to give most likely Cam Thomas probably 20 minutes a night. Joe Harris 15. You know, we could lower Russ to about 20. Warren about 27. O'Neal to about 25, and Curry to about 25. We could also do Simmons to like 31, and I'm going to give 13 minutes to Kessler Edwards just to see what we can get out of him this year. System proficiency under, Steve Nash right now. So, like, if we go to the Celtics, it's Mazzulla in this game, right? Or is it still Ime Udoka? It's, let's see, Joe Mazzulla. Okay, so if I don't know if Ime Udoka is like a free agent. I can't see, or no, I can view the candidates right now. So if we try to see if Udoka's here, and he's not. Okay, Jackie Vaughn is kind of the head coach right now. So, yeah, I guess we'll fire Nash because that's what happened in real life. And we're going to promote Vaughn as the head coach because Udoka, unless I could find him at one point. But yeah, Vaughn will be the coach. Can I not sign him as my head coach? Okay, no, I can. So we're going to give him just like a 2-year deal, and we'll see how that works out, promote him. Now, if we look at the shot tendencies for this team, KD is going to be the number 1 guy. Simmons, we can up that to like a 65. TJ Warren will probably be the second highest scorer. We're going to lower Russ's shot tendency and his touches. Curry, we can definitely up his shot tendency as well. Claxton can go to like a 55. Same with Joe Harris. Cam Thomas, 65 is good with me. Royce O'Neal, why is it at a 30? Let's get that up to like a 50 and get his touches up to a 50 as well. And do I want to do Kessler Edwards? Yeah, let's get him up to a 50. So this is going to be the team. I don't think it's going to be very good. We'll see what happens. Maybe Kyrie like apologizes and he doesn't get suspended and they get it together on the court. But even like if him playing, they didn't really look like they were going to be a great team in the East because Simmons is already missing games. It's going to be tough. KD had a triple-double here. Like, he's going to have to carry us this season. And we will see it out of him. We'll keep an eye on the Lakers to see how they do. But yeah, we just made a big trade, Russ for Kyrie. Yeah, I can't believe we reunited Russ and KD. I'm sure they both would love that. We actually beat the Lakers right here, 117 to 109. Okay, there's 7-6. How did Kyrie play? Yeah, Kyrie was off to a rough start in real life, though, before he ended up getting suspended. Who shot 1 for 9? Seth Curry, come on. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the deadline because we could be a seller if we're like 500 or below. All right, so it is the 2023 trade deadline. We are 6 games under 500. Not great at all. Ugh, I mean, like, we're playing for the play-in tournament, which is not what we want to do. So, we still have Kevin Durant. Like, it could be a lot worse. Now, let's just take a look at the stats, because we're going to see if anybody would want not Joe Harris, because no one's going to want that contract. But somebody would probably take TJ Warren at the deadline. I think he'd be a prime trade piece, and we can always re-sign him in free agency. Seth Curry and his 38% three-point percentage, 85% free throw percentage. I think I could move even both of them for like a first round pick. I don't know about each, but that's like only 10 million between the two, so they'll definitely be movable. That would open up more minutes for Cameron Thomas. Maybe we'd call up David Duke from the Long Island Nets. So let's see what teams, I don't know, like, would anybody be willing to give me a first or even multiple firsts, even if they're bad first? Like, I don't really care. Like, they're gonna walk in free agency. And going through here, not one team offered me a pick. Great. What about if we just did TJ Warren? Yeah, like, so the Sixers would give me a first round pick. I mean, he would bolster their bench. Okay, so at least we have one first round pick to go back on. The Warriors would give me a first round pick in 2026. The Jazz would give me or the Timberwolves would, and Naz Reid. Well, he's a restricted free agent at the end of the year. I don't hate that. 23 years old, we could definitely use a backup center, and probably get him back on the qualifying offer. Raptors would give me a first round pick as well, with Malachi Flynn, Max Strus in a first round pick, Kiko Ravia and a 2027 first. Okay, so I don't mind some of these that I'm getting a player and a first. So like Paul Reed and a 2024 first. I think I'm going to do this trade with the Timberwolves. It is a pick way down the line, but we can aggregate or like leverage out in a future trade. So a 2026 first round pick, swap horse with the Timberwolves. It's not a great pick at all, but we're getting Naz Reid in this as well. We need at least younger talent that, or at least some big man depth, because Claxton and Reid, I mean, they could be a starter on a good team, but we just got to fill out some of these other spots. The Phoenix Suns are willing to swap Landry Shamet for Seth Curry. Welcome back, possibly to the Nets. Shamet, I don't love him, but it's just a 1-year deal worth $9.5 million. I get a first. I'm just going to see if I like any other offers better. I'm actually going to do this trade with the Cavs. I get their 2026 first round pick unprotected and Jetty Osman, who will most likely be gone at the end of the year, but that is good value for Seth Curry. And finally, we are going to be making this trade with the Atlanta Hawks. Royce O'Neal for Justin Holiday, but we're getting that Kings 2024 lottery protected first. That was in the Kevin Huerter deal. We do have to give them our second round pick this year, which will probably be a top 45 or top 15 second round pick, but we're getting another first. So we just acquired not great picks, but 3 first round picks at the deadline. That's what you want to do as a seller. All right, so we have a lot of minutes to allocate here. Simmons at the 1. Him and KD will get probably 35 to end the year. Naz Reid won't start. It will still be Claxton. Who's going to start at the 4? Probably Kessler Edwards, which is just crazy to say. I would like Cam Thomas to be the 6th man. He can get about, or no, he's going to start at the 2. Yeah, Russ is going to come off the bench because Russ isn't even going to be back next year. So what's the point in just playing him a ton? Edwards can get 25, 20 Naz Reid, 20 to Joe Harris. We could play Day'Ron Sharpe a little bit, like 15 minutes a night. And then we could see what Edmund Sumner, or can I call up David Duke? Because if we went to him, I think, okay, no, so I can't at the moment. I probably have to release somebody, I would say. So if I released Justin Holiday, and I wanted to call, nope, I can't call him up because I think he's there for the remainder of the year, whatever. So, yeah, this is going to be the squad. It's not going to be great. I don't think we're going to make the play-in tournament. If we do, I would be kind of surprised. So let's see what happens. All right, so Luka Doncic wins MVP. He averages a triple-double. Paul Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Smith, 6th Man of the Year. Shout out to him, man. Reviving his career in Charlotte. That is really cool to see. AD Depoy, okay. Cade Cunningham gets Most Improved. Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. All right, shout out Chicago. Does KD make an All-NBA team? He does. All-NBA 3rd team, 26 points, 6.6 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 50-40. Oh, so close to 50-40-90. Ben Simmons, All-Defensive 2nd team. He has a solid year for 2K standards. All right, so did we make the play-in tournament? We did, as the 9th seed. Okay, so we were fairly close to making the actual playoffs. We weren't. We were still 9 games out. The play-in tournament was pretty competitive between the Raptors, the Nets, and the Pacers. But yeah, we already saw kind of the top 2 scorers. There's Claxton, 10 points and 7 rebounds. Naz Reid, 10.5 points, 5 rebounds. Cam Thomas, 10 points. Efficiency wasn't great. That is a shame. There's Russ, 9 points, 4.8 rebounds, 5.4 assists. Jetty Osman, Sharpe, Harris, Edwards. Yeah, like, I'd be very shocked if we... I mean, we should probably beat the Pacers, but there's no way we beat the Celtics or the Raptors, in my opinion. I feel like KD is going to be able to carry us to beat Indiana because we have KD and they don't. Like Mathurin and Haliburton, they're not there yet, but they're close. And, well, no, I wouldn't say they're close. But yeah, we end up winning by 36 points. KD with 30. Claxton with 23. Simmons almost had a 20-point triple-double. 4 steals as well. And now we're taking on the Raptors in the second round of the play-in tournament. I don't expect to beat them. And let's see what happens. We actually get off to a pretty good start. We're beating them by double digits right now. We're up by 19. Are we really going to make the playoffs? Just hurt our draft pick stock even more. Okay. Yeah, we end up beating them by 17 points. Simmons 22, 6, and 7, as well as 2 steals, 6 turnovers. 21, 6, and 6 for KD. Naz Reid at 16 points. Claxton did a little bit of everything. Sharp was solid in 15 minutes. Now we're taking on the Chicago Bulls, who had Coach of the Year, Billy Donovan, in the playoffs. I mean, we could beat them. Now I'll actually change the minutes around because I didn't expect to get out of the play-in tournament. So let's see. We're not going to play probably Edmond Sumner in the playoffs, which clears up about 11 minutes. We don't really have to touch those guys. KD, you're going to get about 40 minutes a night. Same with Simmons. We'll go one more to Claxton. So we'll see how they can do. And you know what? Actually, what I'm going to do is not play Sharp that much and Joe Harris, and I'm going to play Naz Reid like 28 minutes a night. All right, so here goes nothing. Can we upset the Bulls? We win game 1 by 9. All right, I guess we're going to overachieve. Maybe I should have kept Kyrie Irving. The Lakers ended up as the 2 seed in the West with Kyrie. We did get, maybe I should ask for 2 firsts for him, but I just thought, like, in real life, like, I think would be lucky if any team would trade for Kyrie Irving, as DeRozan at 50 and we still won. So that's why I only asked for the 1 first, and Kyrie's a free agent, so you never know. KD had 19 assists. That might be a career high, definitely a playoff career high. 40 points for Ben Simmons. He hit a 3. What is going on? This Nets team is playing well. We end up going up 3-0. Simmons with a 31-point triple-double. Okay, we're getting maybe Philly Simmons that we thought he could be. Can we sweep them? Oh my God, we just swept the Bulls. Simmons was incredible. KD, incredible in those 4 games. And as the 9th seed, we go through the play-in tournament and we swept the 1 seed. I mean, I don't think the Bulls were like too scary. Shout out to Cam Thomas playing well. All right, so we're going to be taking on the Cavs. Oh, I wish we got the Heat. No chance. Like, I didn't think we were going to beat the Raptors. We did. I didn't think we were going to beat the Bulls. We did. I really don't think we beat the Cavs. They win game 1 by 5 points. KD had 30. Like, yeah, they're putting up these stat lines and we're losing. I don't think we're going to even maybe take a game. We lost by 8 here. KD with 31. Simmons, 25-point triple-double. All right, game 3, we end up losing. At least game 1, like, lost by 5. Game 2, lost by 8. They were close. But game 3, we lost by 20 at home as well. Simmons didn't score as much as he's been doing. And we end up, hey, we won a game. We didn't get swept. We won by 5 at home. That's nice. Give the home fans something to cheer about. Okay, 3-2. We win by 1 point in overtime. KD with a 34-point triple-double. Ben Simmons with a 26-point triple-double. Claxton, 18 and 10. I mean, we win this game, we force a game 7. It's in Brooklyn. You never know. We get off to a good start. We're up by double digits. We blow it a little bit in the second. We blow it in the third, and it's going to be a close one, and we end up winning by 6. The Cavs were once up 3-0. We got a game 7. All right, well, here goes nothing. Are the Cleveland Cavaliers going to blow a 3-0 lead? I mean, we were winning after 1. Not a great second quarter. Not a good third quarter. We're down by 13 in the fourth. They would need to have a huge choke, and oh my goodness, they almost did. We end up losing by 8, but I didn't expect to go this far. Simmons showed that he could definitely be in our long-term plans. KD might have something left. I mean, he's 34, though, so he's going to get older. No shit, he's going to get older, but he's going to regress. LeBron, yep, and the Lakers, of course, they're in the finals against the Cavs. LeBron against Cleveland. Who is he rooting for? Are the Lakers really going to win? I mean, they're probably going to win. They're probably going to win. Game 2 goes to Cleveland. Game 3 goes to LA. 4 to Cleveland. 5 to LA. 6 to Cleveland. They're going back and forth. And the Lakers win in 7. They really went back and forth and back and forth. LeBron gets another Finals MVP. All right, Lakers fans, you're welcome for that. Nobody on our team retires. Dwight and Melo to the Hall of Fame. All right, draft lottery time. Our pick is not going to be in the lottery. I don't think we have any other picks yet here. So the Jazz have the number 1 odds. They fall to 2. The Rockets win the Wembanyama sweepstakes. We have our pick at 15. That's huge. So we went almost to the conference finals and we get the 15th overall pick. That's not too bad. All right, so that's not bad. We're going to add the 15th overall pick. We could maybe trade up as well with some of the other draft capital we got at the deadline. I'm going to keep Jacques Vaughn as our head coach. You know what? Now that Kyrie's gone, let's bring back Steve Nash. Maybe it's just because he's one of my favorite players ever, so I have a soft spot for Steve Nash as our assistant. I'm like reading stuff like you guys are, I think, seeing this on Sunday, so we might already know, but Kyrie suspended 5 games. People are saying he might not ever play for the Nets again. All right, so it is the 2023 NBA draft. The mock drafts think we're going to take Jarace Walker at 15. Walker, okay, they all think that we're going to take Walker, which we could use a power forward next year. We could also move Simmons around to like a small forward or a power forward if need be. We have 5 players under contract. I don't think anybody's taking on Joe Harris's contract. Patty Mills, no one would take on his contract either. I mean, we could look to move up. I'll just monitor the draft to see if there's anybody I really like that falls. What are you doing, Houston? So the Jazz trade 1 French center a year ago, and they had 1 this offseason. Okay, so Amen Thompson, where's Scoot going? Oh my God, if Scoot doesn't go here, I'm trading up. The Magic get him another guard for them. All right, I really don't think I'm going to trade up for anybody. So here has been the draft summary so far. Whitmore goes at 9, Ausar Thompson 10, Anthony Black 11, Nick Smith 12. That would have been a nice pick. Gregory Jackson, I think he would have been my pick. So we could go with Walker, who 2K kind of thought we were going to go with. He's 19 years old, 76 overall. That's not too bad. All right, let's take Jarace Walker here with the 15th overall pick. All right, so let's sign Jarace. He's going to be probably the starter, unless we had somebody. So Cam Thomas, he's coming back. Edmund Sumner won't, even though that's not a bad deal. You know what? I'm going to pick that up. Jetty, no. Day'Ron Sharpe, yeah. Kessler Edwards, yeah. I'm not sure if we're going to have any cap space. That would be nice if we did. I'll extend David Duke the qualifying offer. But let's see. Do we have any money to spend? Harden, you want to come back? No. So we have, like, no money. Damn. Well, next year we will have a little bit more. It's just because of the Joe Harris and like Patty Mills contract. Like that would clear up what, about 23 million right now? No, even more than that. 5-6 million if we offloaded those guys. I mean, I'm not giving Russ 17 mil. I'm just simply not. So we have to really work this team out to our strengths. So right now we have Nicholas Clarkson and Day'Ron Sharpe, Edwards and Walker. Okay, so we can really just use a shooting guard, another point guard. Who are good system fits for this team? Ish Smith, Frank Ntilikina, Patrick Beverley's a good fit. Seth Curry's a good fit if we want to bring him back. You know, let's bring in Patrick Beverley. Give us some good defensive ability. 2-year deal, we'll throw a team option on that, and we're going to get him back. I would like to get Naz Reid back as well. I mean, we can see if anybody's on the trade block and then use Cam Thomas's deal, or not, excuse me, not Cam Thomas, Joe Harris's deal to trade for those guys, and then we can use a pick. CJ McCollum on the block. I don't hate getting CJ McCollum for this team. He actually might be able to work out. He isn't like another kind of, not ball dominant guy, but he needs the ball in his hands, but he can run a little bit off ball and be that nice number 2 to KD. Okay. We have picks to give them. Let's see if we can maybe acquire. Like, he's definitely the best player on the trade block. And I guess they want to give more minutes to some of their other younger guards, like Alvarado, but he's 25. But I guess it's mainly Dyson Daniels. So let's see. CJ McCollum, he's got 3 years left on his deal. He's coming off a fairly solid season. This is a little risky, but if I can get him for a cheap price, I think I should pull the trigger. So say we did Joe Harris, as well as Patty Mills, okay? And I gave you that Timberwolves pick. I don't think they're going to say yes to this. I'd be very shocked if they did. But you never know, and they say no. Okay, I would do one more first, and that would be the swap worst. Yeah, this is the most I would do for McCollum. I don't think they say yes. They would want Beverly for Cairo Lewis. You know what? And I know we just signed Beverly, but instead of, because I would like to keep Beverly, but could we do like a second rounder in here? Does that get it done? Or do I have a player to throw in? I would give you Day'Ron Sharpe or Edmund Sumner. That could probably get it done. Since we're going to get Naz Reid, what about if I gave you Day'Ron Sharpe? No? Okay, so it looks like this deal is not going to get done without Patrick Beverley, but CJ McCollum that guy, or do I wait to have some cap space next offseason? Maybe somebody gets better, and he is 31. But you know what? I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the trade. Welcome to the team, CJ McCollum. So I think right now I'm going to move McCollum back to the shooting guard. Maybe we just move Simmons to the shooting guard spot. Sure. I mean, it's all positionless anyway, right? And then I would like to get back Naz Reid, and then we can call it a offseason. So let's give Naz Reid about $8 million, 3 years, and we should be good going into next year. All right, so CJ regresses 2 overalls. Nice. But you know what? I think we could win a championship this year. So it's going to be CJ, Simmons, Durant, Walker. I'm going to start, and we'll start they're both going to play 28 minutes tonight. Cam Thomas, Day'Ron Sharpe can get about 15. Edmund Sumner, is he going to be the 9th man, or do I let Cairo Lewis run it? You know what? We're going to let Cairo Lewis be the 9th man. I really don't know how this team is going to work out. For the playoffs, Sharp might not be in there. We maybe throw in like some there just because we don't need like 3 centers. So yeah, the minutes will change come playoff time. What's CJ's shot tendency? It's at a yeah, we can up that to like an 85. We can even up that like Ben Simmons after the playoffs to like a 70. Claxton 60 is good. Reed could probably go down a little bit. Thomas is good there. Yeah, let's up Walker to the 60s as well. And then everybody else is fine. Sharp we can lower a little bit, and same with Kira Lewis. So I will see you guys probably at the end of the year, unless I want to make a move at the deadline, then I will. Simmons, you know what? We are going to bring him back. After the season he had for us last year, I feel like we got to. Would he do $30 million for 3 years, like $90 million over 3 years? He will. Let's go. Let's see if we can make the full playoffs this year. Are the Nets back? We end the season with a 56-26 record. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe that TJ McCollum trade was worth it. And Vaughn gets Coach of the Year. Wow. Would you look at that? No KD, though. On like an All-NBA first team or second team or third team. Simmons all defensive first team. He has a good season. 61% field goal percentage. With that like not great 3-point or free throw percentage, he still had a 62% true shooting. I mean, the volume's obviously a lot different, but that is nice. Walker gets all rookie second team. He was okay. The efficiency is not great, but you know what? He's a rookie. He's 20 years old. And we are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, taking on the Orlando Magic in round 1, who have a sick team, at least for the future. I mean, really good right now. They have a good bench too. So looking at the stats from the regular season, we could see that KD and McCollum led the way in scoring. Wow, look at McCollum's numbers. He was really good. Not regressing too much yet. Maybe KD's saving it for the playoffs. Naz Reid 11-6, Walker 10-7. There's Thomas. I guess both our centers aren't great rebounders though. So yeah, for the playoffs, I think Sharp will still play a little bit, but him and Lewis are going to go down. Lewis is probably going to go to like 10 minutes. Claxton 26. I think Reid 26 as well. Walker 27. I want to go 41 to KD. I want to go 40 to Simmons. And we're going to go 35 to McCollum. I'm going to lower McCollum's shot tendency just a tad, down to like 82, because I want KD to be the number 1 guy still. All right, so Orlando game 1, like we could easily be the 1 seed that loses to the 8 seed. It's happened to me before after beating an 8 seed. But McCollum has a great game. KD and Simmons were on fire as well. Game 2, we do drop it. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's just if like nothing goes our way. All right, game 3, we go down 2-1. I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on at all. And we tied up 2-2. This is kind of must win. I don't trust this team being down 3-2. We go up 3-2. We blow them out. Let's go. Come on. Let's take this in 6. Yes, thank you. We win. We move on to round 2 for the 2nd straight year. McCollum with 35. Oh my God, another time that Cleveland's in a 7-game series or goes through game 7 in round 1. We need a team to beat them, and they probably going to beat us. They got back Jetty Osman. They just can't let him go. Game 1, we pick up the dub by 17. KD with 29, McCollum 23. Simmons with a triple-double and 5 steals. Huge. Game 2. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We win by 19. Cam Thomas with 22 points off the bench. That's his playoff high. Walker has not been good. I mean, if he's not even going to hit a 3, is it crazy to start Claxton and Reed together? I mean, it kind of is, but I think I'm going to try it. I mean, they got their Twin Towers in the front court. We got to match up with them. We take a game 3. Let's go. We end up winning by 12. All right. Walker, 12 rebounds off the bench. Maybe he's just better suited to come off in that second unit. And let's sweep them. Oh, my goodness. We just stick it to Cleveland, man. McCollum with 34. Isn't he from Cleveland or Ohio? Well, I don't know. Like, Lehigh's in PA. I feel like he is from Ohio, but either way, I'll take it. We're in the conference finals. All right, game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks. They've added Kenrich Williams to the 3. I wonder if they're going to move John Collins in real life this year, just because like his field goal attempts went down. Obviously, you had DeJounte Murray, but it seems like maybe they would find him another team to go to. But like if it's a rebuilding team that wants him, that like can use him as like somewhat of a building block, because he's still fairly young, he might help them win games, which is not what they want. Like a team that's rebuilding, because they want Wemby. We go up 2-0 against the Hawks. The Magic is going to put up the toughest test against us so far. We go up 3-0. We win by 2. Yes. Yes. McCollum, 21-7 in the playoffs and elite efficiency. KD's averaging 27. Naz Reid, 11-7. What's Simmons averaging? 26.5 and 8.8. Come on. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like 2K's got to trick up their sleeves. I hate them. I knew it. I hate you, 2K. I knew it. Oh my God, I even said it. I knew they had to trick up their sleeves. Oh, what happened? Game 5, we ended up losing by 9. Game 6, we lost by 4. Ugh, okay. Here we go. Game 7 at home. I feel like they're going to get off to a good start, too. Yep, there it is. All right, we come back a little bit. I'm nervous. I mean, we're up by 7. Rather be us than them. Come on, please win this. Don't blow it. We're up by 7 in the 4th. We can easily blow this. And there they come. Up by 5. Tie game. You're going to literally say you're up 3-0. You're going to blow it down. And you're gonna have the lead in the 4th quarter, or the whole game. But then 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, you're going to blow it. Holy crap, guys. I can't do this. I can't do this. All right, we're winning. We're winning. We're winning. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're up by 1. We're only up by 1. Don't lose on a game winner. Don't lose on a effing game winner. We win. Let's go. Yes. Simmons gets his revenge on the Hawks after basically not ruining his career, but I guess ruining his Philly career. 19-6-8. Ja with 23, 5, and 9. Okay. Wow. KD at 20. Reed with a double-double. And yeah, here we are. NBA Finals against the Grizzlies, who are just insane at the sim. But I say that about the Cavs, and we swept them. Timberwolves pushed them to 7. All right. All right, so here we go, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Game 1, we end up winning by 3 points. McCollum with 35, KD with 29 and 10. All right, 5 blocks for Naz Reid. Here we go. Game 2, we lose. Okay. I just think they're the better team. But I also thought Cleveland and Atlanta were both the better teams. I wouldn't have been surprised if we lost to Orlando. Game 3, we win. That is huge. We win by 25 points. KD with 30. Simmons with 28, 10, 16, and 6. Claxton with 18 and 3 blocks, 17 and 8 for McCollum. Game 4, we end up winning by 24 points, 33, 11, and 6 for KD, 22, 6, and 10 for McCollum. Don't blow a 3-1 lead, please. And the Brooklyn Nets win it all. Let's go. Ben Simmons is your Finals MVP. 23 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Who would have thought that Ben Simmons would have been like today's MVP of the video? Not KD. Definitely not Kyrie, not Ime Udoka. It is Ben Simmons. It's definitely going better for us in the game than it is with him in real life because he looks either hurt. I mean, he's getting like still used to everything because he hasn't played in over a year. He's in a new system, but I don't know. He obviously like wasn't aggressive in his final years in Philly, but he doesn't look aggressive. Like he's being very passive. I mean, it's the things that we saw at the end of the Sixers tenure. It sucks because like Ben Simmons in his first, second, even third year, like this guy was poised to be a top 10 player in the league one day. So I think we got fairly I don't want to say lucky, we were pretty successful in this video. Like last year, being the 9th seed and winning in round 1 and almost winning in round 2. This year, winning it all as a 1 seed, getting CJ McCollum was huge. And you can't be like, nah, CJ McCollum, that's not realistic. He was on the trade block. It makes a ton of sense. I actually want to see, is there anybody good on the trade block right now? De'Aaron Fox? that's interesting. I mean, we wouldn't have the assets for him. Norman Powell, okay. A lot of kind of 6-man players. Rarely you see good players like a De'Aaron Fox or a CJ McCollum. Mikal Bridges on the block. I mean, he would be perfect for this team. Michael Porter Jr. as well. All right, so this is house money at this point. We won it all. I'm happy. Iguodala, who we had retire, so it will be 1 more year. Missoula retires. This offseason, I don't really know if we're going to switch up the team too much because we have a lot of money tied up into our top 3 guys, and Durant, Simmons, and McCollum. We have that Sacramento pick's a lot protected, so we're not going to be getting that. So do we have any picks in here? The Rockets have our pick at 30. We don't have any picks in this draft or in the first round. Yeah, so Vaughn is definitely going to be getting an extension for the final season. We're going to decline the teams wanting to get Steve Nash as a head coach. The Bulls wanted him too. And they just had the coach of the year in Donovan a few years ago. So since this is the final year, I should probably leverage some of this draft capital. Wait, where's that Lakers first? Okay, you know what was weird? If you rewind the video, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on camera, but when I made that trade for CJ McCollum, I removed, it counter offered with Beverly. I removed Beverly, and then it would, slide that pick up there again. So I removed that pick, and then I made the trade with Beverly. I think I gave up, 6 different assets in there, and the trade exception was blocking it. I can't see what it is. Wow, I think they gave up that pick last year. I mean, the Lakers, and it ended up being pick 4. F you, 2K. Oh, wait, no. I thought it was their 2025 unprotected first. Yeah. So the Pelicans will get their first next year. Okay, so it wasn't that one. That makes me a little bit happy. So am I going to make any trades with this current team? Maybe for an upgrade at the center spot. And you know what? I do think Daniel Gafford is an upgrade. So Naz Reid and swapping these 2 first for this first. But yeah, welcome to the team, Daniel Gafford. We had no picks in the draft. So team player options, Thomas and Sharp will come back. Shout out to their 2021 draft? Yeah. Lewis and Edwards can get the qualifying offer, sure. I'm just going to use my exception. I would like to bring back Claxton at least as the backup. So we're going to give him a decent amount of money. We could bring back Kira Lewis, sure. Josh Richardson, he's a good system fit. I would not mind getting those 2 players. And let's go, we do. Player progression, McCollum's down to an 81 overall. Like I said, it's house money, so it's not the end of the world if this team kind of flops. All right, so for the final season, it's going to be McCollum, Simmons, Durant. We'll try Walker again, Gafford. Then we'll have Claxton, or Thomas, Claxton. I like the pickup of Richardson and Kira Lewis. That works with me. That rotation will be adjusted come playoff time. Let's see if we can go back to back. Trae Young gets your 2025 MVP. DJ Wagner, Rookie of the Year. Fultz, Sixth Man of the Year in Cleveland. They just get better. Wemby, Depoy, Asor Thompson, Most Improved. I guess. I don't know. Steven Silas, Coach of the Year. Ben Simmons, all defensive first team. And we are the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, taking on the Pacers. They've gotten much better since we last faced them in the play-in tournament. They have KP now. Sorry if you heard my computer go off. Here are the player stats for this season. KD's still above 20 points. It's looking like we're seeing some of that McCollum regression. I mean, he was still efficient. I think he could step up in the playoffs. It's nice to see the Cam Thomas progression. He would replace, like, McCollum in theory. So for the rotation, it's going to go McCollum. Yeah. Walker could start at the 4. I like this. So Lewis, you're going to get about 12 minutes a night, even though he wasn't too bad this year. Claxton drops to 20. I would like to keep Cam Thomas pretty high. Walker, 27. I want KD to go to 40, Simmons to go to 38, and we'll do 30 to McCollum. So McCollum's not going to be playing as much. Can we beat the Indiana Pacers and move on to round 2? Yes, we can. We win in 5. And now we have the team that beat the Nets in real life in the 2022 playoffs, the Boston Celtics. I mean, every time I say I think this team's going to beat us, they end up don't beating us, so I think they're going to beat us. Let's see what happens. Can we beat the Celtics and go to our second straight conference finals? No. They beat us in 5. The reverse jinx ends there. But like I said, I was very happy with winning it all last year, where if we didn't win this year, it wasn't the end of the world. So thank God we won it last year, because I think this team is kind of heading downhill. At least just with McCollum getting up there at age of 33, KD at 36. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this Nets rebuild down below. Let me know what you think of this Nets season going on. Like, I just tweeted that it might be the biggest, like, dumpster fire of a season we have ever seen. And that is saying a lot, because the whole thing's with Simmons and the coaching situation and Kyrie. Like, even Joe Tsai gets in here. It's just so much going on. The NBA's got to step in probably. The Hawks win it all, and Trae Young is your finals MVP. But man, yeah, like this NBA season with the Nets, Josh Primo, Miles Bridges, that all news just came out. Like, you had the Lakers thing at the beginning of the year, but they're turning it around, so good for them. But yeah, the NBA season, it's basically a reality TV show at this point. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the rebuild. Drop a thumbs up if you did. I should have a 10-year rebuild coming out this week, so be on the lookout for that. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.